Let's do this one more time, guys. This is yet another ranked game from the PTS of the upcoming 2.0 patch, and this time this is Hey I'm MVP against Nostrum Dolus. Hopefully you already know these guys as well as love them, because both teams have been showing amazing skill in all of the games, all of their matches I've watched to date. They are just packed with the great players. More importantly than just your individual skill, what strikes me is their teamwork, because seriously, they are just one of the better teams in the world in Star Wars, the Old Republic's PvP scene right now. These guys are to be respected. Anyway, what we have right here, right now is Hey I'm MVP against Nostrum Dolus on the ancient Hypergate. Obviously, Hey I'm MVP here with the Frog Dog as a Marauder. They've got Fat Nerd on his Sniper. They've got a couple of power tags to DPS, Just Bodies on his tanking gear with his Juggernaut as usual, and for the healers, the standard Scope 7 on his Sorcerer. Well, there is just no other spec but the full heals as a sorcerer to play in the 2.0, and of course operative here healing. And the game is about to start, by the way. Let me switch into, and well, we see that there is no any special strategy right from the start. It's going to start off as a classic 1-7, and it seems that Nostrum Dolus is doing the same, and Bodies engages right into the choke point, trying to CC, and this works pretty damn good. As you can see, the grenade goes in, making a couple of Nostrum Dolus' players to waste a few of their breakers, a few of their candies. Luigi trying to, well, he may be overextended a little bit, but backs off. Yet another great grenade made Saracen, I think, waste his stun breaker, or maybe he actually took damage. I unfortunately didn't catch that, but it doesn't matter. The grenades are great. They're buying time to the support, to the DPS of Hey I'm MVP, the ability to do a little bit more damage here, but still, well, they've also driven Nostrum Dolus a little bit back into the choke point, and that's an important position to have here, because most of the middle are in control of the Hey I'm MVP. But look at this! Actually, I have to eat my words here, and maybe more than just my words, but about it later. But Nostrum Dolus is actually managing to push MVPs back. They've successfully broken their defense and scattered MVPs a little bit. Fat Nerd is about to go down, and without the sniper they lose. Wait, what the hell? I guess Fat Nerd were actually used that new skill. What's it called? Exfiltrate, I think? Damn it, I'm not sure. I forgot what's the exact name of the skill, but that is an awesome skill for snipers. They roll 18 meters straight. It's faster than 4th speed on the Sages, Sorks and Assassins here. And a great tool for escaping. That's exactly what he used to stay alive, but still, look at this. MVPs are pretty damn much pressured, and they're actually driven into a corner here. The Frog Dog is getting focused by the Nostrum Dolus, and will he go down? I am not sure, but he's surely taking freaking a lot of damage, and probably, yeah, 12% and 22. He's being desperately healed by the Scope 7, but I am not sure that a single healer will be enough to keep him alive. Well, no, XPHZ here on his operative as well, healing. Well, and they actually managed to keep the Frog Dog alive, but now they are driven into the outside of the middle. Bed is full, so now they lack a tank to actually support their healers, and Frog Dog is going to follow. Yeah, and the first round actually ends, gets a field revive here. But the first round ends with the victory of Nostrum Dolus, and pretty damn crushing victory, I should say. Nostrum Dolus seems to be able to better output DPS here than MVPs, and well, they focused the key targets here in the battle. That's why, although I should say that in the first round MVPs had a great position in there, but they were unable to hold it, because Nostrum Dolus were there on their side of the middle, in the entrance, in the choke points. You just had to utilize key CCs, hard stuns maybe at a time, and finish it up with the AoE attacks, but unfortunately something went wrong. Nostrum Dolus quickly drove MVPs into the middle, into the corner, or rather a corner, of course, and just eliminated the key players there. Put pressure on the healers, eliminated DPS, and this is where their advantage came from, or comes from right now. Meanwhile, Cantaris is getting focused. He is one of the power attacks, but the good CC. Oh my god! But more importantly, Scope 7 puts up Force Barrier up, but well, removes it as soon as he feels he is safe and is going to heal himself again. We can see that Ryer tried to move towards the middle, but is now going back to his western point. Unfortunately, Candaris is down and is waiting for his turn to get out of the spawn point, but the doors are closed right now. We'll see how this will develop, but hey, MVP are taking a little bit of a beating here, or maybe even not a little bit. Oh my god, Cthulhu goes now. This leaves MVPs without their power attacks in the middle, and that is not a good of a situation to be in. Ryer went into the middle. He left his point, but is now rushing back to the west. I am not sure. Did he see someone actually trying to capture the point? No, I don't think so. Why would Nostrum Dolus send someone west right now? The situation has there are no calls for that. They're winning in the middle. Why risk it? At the same time, we can see that Cthulhu is getting a goddamn beating, seriously. The situation with the power attacks of MVPs are a little bit of a problem to their team. Previously I've heard him say that power attacks are not really good for ranked. They would prefer some other classes, and maybe that's what exactly what they should do for the future games, like maybe step away from the power attacks. But then again, at the same time, for the Nostrum Dolus, their power attacks are doing a damn good job right here. Their vanguards, of course, not power attacks, since Nostrum Dolus is the Republic. Candaris went down. Fat Nerd is getting low, but Nostrum Dolus is playing it smart. They're actually not touching Sniper right away, because Snipers, thanks to their defensive cooldowns, entrench, and they need the exfiltrate. I'm just gonna call it exfiltrate. I'll look up the proper name later, because it's usually too much to remember. At times, using exfiltrate, they can stay alive for the damn long time, thus effectively wasting the DPS of the attackers. So they are actually putting pressure on the vanguards and on the power attacks, and it seems they are pretty damn succeeding at that. Just bodies went down, and the round 2 has just ended here. And well, Nostrum Dolus is still in the lead, and the difference in points is just increasing. MVPs should be thinking about switching their tactics here if they really want to make up, because the direct approach doesn't seem to be working as the MVP setup here. It seems to be a little bit weaker. Well, maybe not even a little bit, judging from the damage they're receiving. The healers just cannot keep up, or and the reasoning here may be that the healers cannot keep up simply because MVPs are lacking damage here a little bit as compared to the Nostrum Dolus, or maybe it's more of a Nostrum Dolus took more of a tactical approach here. They are controlling key points in the middle. Well, MVPs just cannot properly group up to inflict the damage they need. Anyway, we have here round 3. 370 points for Nostrum Dolus, 233 points for MVPs, and that's quite a huge gap here. Unless MVPs do something out of the line, out of something that doesn't exactly resemble the standard approach of battle in the middle, unless they do something tricky, they are not gonna be coming back into this game. Bot is controlling one of the healers, Amo, Sage healer of the Nostrum Dolus. I'm not sure how effective will that be. Damn it, it seems that Cthulhu went down once again. He is really unfortunate in this game. Candaris followed him. Whoa. You know, they should really start taking better care of their power attacks. They are easy targets, it seems. And Ryer left west undefended again, and actually went for the east, and that might not be a good idea. He must already have been spotted, and I'm not sure, will he actually be able to do something? I'm holding my breath right here right now. 4 seconds. Will the cap happen? But no, round 3 ends, nothing exquisite is going on here. There weren't any surprises, unfortunately. But well, of course, it's a good thing for the Nostrum Dolus. XVH is a little bit low. Frog Dog is going down, and maybe this is exactly the round where I'm MVP should have died to the blast, to the explosion, and actually spread and went for the interrupt. But as it is, in the next round, I think that Nostrum Dolus might cement their victory here. But well, look at that. Actually, MVPs have dropped out of the spawn and are going for the interrupt. And we'll see how will this work out for them, because well, the difference is quite huge. They need to actually not only interrupt but cap their own point. Otherwise, the game will end in 3 rounds. Basically, MVPs got 3 rounds, including this one, to make something happen. Otherwise, well, and you know, it's why I'm saying this is simply because it can be real hard, especially when you are actually on the back foot, while you can interrupt the opposing team. Capping your own point or any point might be a damn tough of a job, simply because well, unless your opponents make a mistake, they will probably spread out, send some good support to the other pylon, and it will just be a little bit of a slugfest. But let's see what exactly happens. Will someone be able to take a point? Serasim went down, and Amo are taking a little bit of a beating here, and she goes down, and that's the best time for the MVPs to CC. Ilor needs to be CC'd, pushed away something, and it's time to cap. Or maybe they should focus. Oh my god, Elton shouldn't be really running free, but oh no, unfortunately the chance is wasted. Well, it's not I cannot blame MVPs for that. It wasn't really the most convenient situation to cap anyway. And wow, well, looking at the ops frame, it seems they might be wiping here, might be wiping on east, as well as the guys on west are having a little bit of a hard time as well, struggling, losing hit points. Ammo trying to cap, but well, less and less people from Hey I'm MVP are left on the eastern side. Only Scope 7 and Just Bodies left. Ammo still trying to cap, and it's 4-2, and I'm not sure. Well, if they cannot cap, they could at least hold these 4 people while, but no, it seems that the rest of the MVPs actually decided to come and prevent the cap on this point, instead of maybe trying to take west in full force. Well, and I don't know, maybe it have been the right decision, or well, at least they prevented the cap, and they have the next round. They haven't lost the game, and that's the point, but still, nothing's happened, and Nostrum Dolus is still in the lead. Just look at that, 4th round ends and nobody caps a single point. I remember we've seen a game like that before. Who was it? I think it was MVPs against Don't Panic on the Bastion server. We've seen something like that where nobody could cap a point. Of course, the layout of the game, the setups were different, but well, nobody could cap a point, and in the end, it's just went all the way to the maximum amount of rounds, where the game just automatically ended. But anyway, right now, MVP's got only 2 rounds to make something happen, otherwise, well. And as you have seen from actually the previous round, it's not easy to do it whatsoever. And Nostrum Dolus are not an easy opponent. They will not be easily tricked. They got the solid setup, they've got solid players, they're paying attention. And right now, what we see here is 3 against 4, meaning that it's actually 4 against 5 on the other side. Maybe this is the round where MVPs will actually be able to capitalize or something, but we'll see. It's hard to say. Great flashbang here from Fat Nerd, but still the CC are quickly broken. Ammo are back into healing, and Ilor Low is trying to cap, but is interrupted. Whoa, there is so much damage incoming on Scope 7. He must be sweating like I don't know who. If elephants sweat, then he must be sweating like that right now. Because with this much pressure, you must be, well, I don't know. He needs to stay hydrated, you know. Hopefully he has a cup of water somewhere nearby to just, well, don't get dehydrated from sweating all that much. And oh my god, this is really close. Ammo keeps capping, and there is still 45 seconds of this round. that the MVPs have to hold this and keep interrupting. Meanwhile, well, Nostrum Dolus is having a hard time as well controlling these guys. Cop 7 is back. But, well, I think he will be going down again, even though what a great healing as well as great cooperation. Look at that, they got CC'd, Scope got just a couple of seconds there to keep himself alive, still doesn't manage to do that, but what a great attempt. Ryer is here, by the way, but, well, all MVPs can do here is interrupt. 10 seconds left, and it's only Ryer, and I think Fat Nerd came there. That are left to... And nothing happened this round again, right? Yeah, nobody actually capped anything, and the next round is the last one where MVPs can make something happen. Otherwise, the game will end in victory for the Nostrum Dolus. Wow. You guys should be excited about this goddamn ancient Hypergate, because this is seriously what it is. This is the highest level games of ranked. Oh, and actually Alton is already there. He must have used Phase Walk to actually get there quickly. This is a great usage of the new skills. You can clearly see that these guys are already very proficient with the new skills of 2.0, which will be coming with the expansion, and actually using them to a great extent in PvP. This is exactly what will be seen as soon as the expansion comes out. This sort of skill play. The new skills, the new abilities that come with the Rise of the Hot Cartel are really aimed at a high skill level of play. There is so much cool and fun stuff you can do with these skills. I just cannot even begin to count, simply because I just do not have that many fingers on my palms. Maybe I should include my feet. But meanwhile, nothing new is going on the Eastern Point. It's again a slugfest, as I call these things, simply because they're just trading damage, even though it is obvious that, hey, I am MVP are on a goddamn huge back foot here. Amu is taking a little bit of a damage, but I doubt he or she, I always forget that it is a girl playing her Sage healer, or she, I doubt she will be going down, even if it's, well, actually, it's only a healer that's attacking her XBHZ on his operative, so yeah, she will not be going down. Uses flashbang, or well, Fat Nerd is also here, so maybe that takes her down, but she's guarded. There are taunts coming from Elton here, so doubtful. So far, Nostrum Dolus is doing a great job at defending, and that's how it should be. Maybe MVPs should have tried to swap around party members, brought more DPS, less healers, I don't know. Hard to say, but of course they need a healer to properly hold out here. Maybe if it was a 4 versus 4 fight, or maybe even 5 versus 4 fight here, they could have actually broken it. Because as it is right now on the Western Point, they are unable, even with superiority in numbers, they are unable to make anything happen. So this is really not how it should be. There seems to be a problem with the current split. One side should be able to put pressure on the other side, especially if you have a number superiority, and that is not what is happening. Okay, anyway, it's a sudden death round, like hey, I'm MVP has only a few seconds from the start of the round here to actually capture a point, and we see there is some confusion here. I think there was some miscommunication within MVPs, something that we definitely do not see often. And right now MVPs have only a few seconds to capture the pylon and make something happen. Otherwise the round will end in their defeat. And will they be able to? Well, seriously, I should be saying things like that, I know, but I doubt that MVPs, looking at how Nostrum Dolus are playing right now, that MVPs will be able to cap a point and win this game. And judging from their TeamSpeak, the round has ended. Well, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Yeah, let's look at the stats here. As you can see, well, it's pretty clear that Nostrum Dolus out DPSs and VPs once again. Well, not once again, but just out DPSs them. That might have been the key to the better defense. They simply were able to put out a lot more hit. Nostrum Dolus was able to, like, through the superior DPS to drive MVPs back, and that's why it seemed like, well, I don't know, they were superior, of course. Let me know what you guys think about the game in the comments. Again, I would appreciate it if you watched all the new videos I release as well as my stream. If you do that on the site, everything is posted on dailypvp.com. Videos are in the videos section. Stream is right there on the main page. It would help me tremendously if you came to the site and just hung out. Damn it. My English gets horrible from talking so fast and so much. Well, not that it's usually good, but anyway, remember dailypvp.com, as well as follow me on the social media at Twitter and Facebook at /dailypvp. And for now, I'm giving you this cute heart here and bailing out. Hopefully you enjoyed this game, because seriously, that was just amazing. That's what I feel was awesome. These guys are so cool. Nostrum Dolus is no less cool. These guys, they really should be respected. Great teams, great cooperation. Well, anyway, I'm getting lost.